asking me to speak today? Are to him mere bombast?
King Swag in the building, the Y Project. Thank y'all for checking out Y. I'm telling you, this one's special right here. This one's for our people. We needed this. It's been 400 years, we can't wait any longer. I had to teach my kids and pass down the traditions. They need to understand history.
This is American justice.
Swag Aint Free.
This is American democracy.
Swag Aint.
And those of you who are familiar with it know that in America, democracy is hypocrisy.
4th of July, what a big lie. 4th of July, what a big lie. 4th of July, what a big lie. 4th of July, what a big lie.
You my opposer when I'm on freedom. You my opposer when I'm on justice. You my opposer when I'm on equality.
Land of the free, supposed to be. Land of the free, it's supposed to be. Land of the free, it's supposed to be. Land of the free, it's supposed to be. 400 years, I don't want to hear 400 years, we lived through the spirit, living through Douglas, living through Tubman. Talk about love, talk about a husband, wife, try to take away your kids. Slavery telling you what it did, bravery telling you what it is. The strength of my people, all we do is live. On our back, yeah, we built a nation. Before slavery, we had plenty education. We was kings and queens, no hesitation. From King of Mala to Zulu Nation. Yeah, they took the best of us, but they couldn't break us. Hella black, hella proud, need reparations. Yeah, they ended slavery, but parole and probation. Still the plantation, no firework, no celebration. Fuck the fall.
They attacked the victim. And then the criminal who attacked the victim accuses the victim of attacking him. This is American justice. This is American democracy. And those of you who are familiar with it know that in America, democracy is hypocrisy.
3 strikes, mandatory sentences, mass incarceration. What kind of place we living in? Faster building prisons, more money swimming in. Put him on a lineup, why he always fitting in? I don't need a label, the master ain't feeding him. I put dope on these beats, they put dope on the streets. Flood the hood, why not? Everybody eats. Man, it was planted, but I cannot say. Now the officer wanna see our day. He said he smell weed, man, we can't leave. What's the difference, crack, man, and powder cocaine? Since 94 crime bill, we are not the same. They got a knee on the neck, and I can't breathe. They got a knee on the neck, and I can't breathe. They got a knee on the neck, and I can't breathe.
They attacked the victim. And then the criminal who attacked the victim accuses the victim of attacking him. This is American justice. This is American democracy. And those of you who are familiar with it know that in America, democracy is hypocrisy.
4th of July, what a big lie. 4th of July, what a big lie. 4th of July, what a big lie. 4th of July, what a big lie.
You my opposer when I'm on freedom. You my opposer when I'm on justice. You my opposer when I'm on equality.
Land of the free, supposed to be. Land of the free, it's supposed to be. Land of the free, it's supposed to be. Land of the free, it's supposed to be. Malcolm took a stand, Ali took a stand, Project took a stand. Tell you about his plan. 4th of July, what a big lie. 4th of July, what a big lie. Darkness in the clouds, look up in the sky. The day represents a blemish on the eye. 4th of July, we weren't even free. Juneteenth, I already celebrated, G. Allegiance, it was never given to me. It was hidden from me, nothing given to me. Keep our money in the black community. Black unity, for you and me. By any means, put a fist in the air. You kings and queens, put your fist in the air. By any means, put your fist in the air. Put your fist in the air. Rest in peace, George Floyd. Arrest Breonna Taylor killers.
So my father, he built pretty much half of Oxon Hill. You know what I'm saying? 3rd generation Washington, D.C., born, you know, raised in PG County, Fort Wash, Oxon Hill. My father sold real estate Oxon Hill all day in the 70s and 80s when there wasn't even no blacks. You know what I'm saying? But when he got sick, you know, you kind of learn life. So sometimes within pain and sometimes within obstacles, you know, even though my father couldn't walk, he was a very strong man. And that's where I had to become a man very young. I'm so blessed that I was able to do so, because at the same time, I made a way. And that's one thing I learned. It's like, you know, my father never complained, not one time. And that's something that kind of stuck with me. So, you know, when National Harbor opened in 2008, I mean, I was all over that. You know what I'm saying? I opened up almost every major property in that development. You know what I'm saying? And really put my cornerstone and my brand on it. You know what I'm saying? That's where the King of the Harbor was invented. That's when, you know what I'm saying, I told myself that I'm the king. And then once I figured it out, I did it. And then once I did it, I said, King of the Harbor? I love the harbor too. Shout out to Oxon Hill, Eastover, Fort Wash, Kenline, Southside, I mean, Northeast, Corals, I mean, Kenilworth, all over, you know what I'm saying?
You want to tell South Holland you calling me a nigger? Come on, let's file the hate crime. Where's the idiot who thought it was okay to call me a nigger? Where's her license plate? And she want to drive to the police station. Let's see what we're going to tell the cops today.
Please call the cops. Please call the cops. Kirby tellin', Kirby tellin'. See a black man trying to turn into a fella. Kirby trying, Kirby lying. Caught a fan trying to see a black man die.
I'm sorry, I'm in a ramble, and there is a man, African American, who is a bicycle. He's recording me and threatening me and my dog. There is an African American man, I am in Central Park. He's recording me and threatening myself and my dog.
Take your power away, can't do shit. Fuck care, fuck that bitch. Try to tell, they ain't see shit. Lie, fuck around, get up in the ditch. Lie, see a nigga, man, bout to find a nigga quick. Fuck around, about to find a fucking trigger quick. About to say, my voice is in a different way. Gon' have to put Karen in the grave. Fuck that bitch. Kirby tellin', Kirby tellin'. See a black man trying to turn into a fella. Kirby trying, Kirby lying. Caught a fan trying to see a black man die.
I'm sorry, I'm in a ramble, and there is a man, African American, who is a bicycle. He's recording me and threatening me and my dog. There is an African American man, I am in Central Park. He's recording me and threatening myself and my dog.
You attention slob. Got your dog taken quick. We don't give a fuck your job shit. Take your job away, they already knew. Man, the black voice, what they fuck they gon' do? Yeah, I'm pissed, make the fucking call. Didn't I see a black man on the ground, y'all? Next day, George Floyd, rest in peace, dog. That's what could've happened if they called, y'all. All they see is a black man gun drawn. Kirby tellin', Kirby tellin'. See a black man trying to turn into a fella. Kirby trying, Kirby lying. Caught a fan trying to see a black man die.
I'm sorry, I'm in a ramble, and there is a man, African American, who is a bicycle. He's recording me and threatening me and my dog. There is an African American man, I am in Central Park. He's recording me and threatening myself and my dog.
Kirby tellin', Kirby tellin'. See a black man trying to turn into a fella. Kirby trying, Kirby lying. Caught a fan trying to see a black man die. We gon' have to address this. Rest in peace, Emmett Till. She lied and that was real. Ended up getting them killed. She was on a deathbed, lived her whole life. Then she say she lied. Fuck that, bitch.
Swag
You
Aint
got a
Free.
problem, bitch?
Swag
Is that a
Aint
problem, motherfucker? You put your motherfucking shit on me again, bitch. Tell me to go the fuck back somewhere, bitch. Tell me.
Like I said, that's where I've never been scared to, you know, take on a challenge. So my father being sick, you know, me becoming a man and me having a daughter, you know, and forever king. I speak about my daughter Bria, 14 years old, but 14 years ago, I wasn't the man I was in front of you today. And that's what I'm trying to tell you, like I escaped the system. You know what I'm saying? Could have had 15 of life, could have got set up, could have got something. Nowadays, you don't have Central Park 5. How many instances were people falsely accused? And it wasn't even, they weren't hearing it at the time. People were putting out full-page newspapers, you know what I'm saying, saying that they should get the death penalty. Would they do that to Barron? Nah, of course not. So that's where it's like, it's a hypocrisy. It's something that's, I mean, everything, instead of it being one way or the other, we all have been tricked. Africa has the most diamonds. Africa has the most jewels. It has the most everything. Gold, diamonds, everything. But guess what they want you to think? Poor. They want to show someone starving in Somalia. They don't show how beautiful that country is. So it's one of those things where this delusion, you know, where we've been looted, you know what I'm saying? When they talk about a store being looted, imagine a country being looted for 500 years. So if this little bit of looting, 5 seconds, because a black man was literally, a knee was on his neck for 8 minutes and 46 seconds. If that upsets you, imagine how this upsets me. And we are so forgiven as a people. I'm tired of being forgiven. And the Lord teaches us to forgive, but at the same time, they make sacrifices. So, like I said, we ain't gonna get too deep, but we already know Jesus is black. We already know the history, the culture, the richest diamonds, the most gold in the world. So like I said, do your own research. But at the end of the day, that Why Project, I want y'all to know the why behind it. The Why Project is, why hands up I get shot? Why hands down I get shot? Walk away I get shot. Oh, comply, comply, comply. Everybody got all these ideas. He should have been complying. Well, guess what? When Trayvon Martin died, or you know, he wasn't even an officer, and then he got off. He didn't get convicted. The laws are set up, and that's why the '94 crime bill. That's why the difference between coke and the difference between crack. Again, they knew what they was doing. How you think it got to the streets? Nobody that looked like me brought it into the streets. It got handed to us. The trap's set. Be easy, Holmes.
Chain me, you can torture me, you can even destroy my body, but you never imprison my mind. Swag ain't free, mo. It's what they want, right? They want me locked in chains. It's what they want, right? They want me locked away. It's what they want, right? They want me locked in chains. It's what they want, right? They want me locked away. It's what they want, right? They want me locked in chains. What they want, right? They want me locked away. What they want, right? They want me locked in chains. What they want, right? They wanna lock my brain. Intelligent black man, yeah, I'm educated. They above afraid. Don't you know I'm late? Look up to the sky, thank God that I made it. Yeah, they want me locked up, they would be ecstatic, but they fucking got it wrong. Man, I graduated. Try to take me away from my fucking family. Trap set, be easy, homes. Don't you know they try to turn you to felon home? Watch out, don't you know it's a danger zone? Take away your vote, you might as well die, homes. Gotta keep your head up, know if you locked up. Keep your fucking head up, the system got us fucked up. I'ma ask why on my next track, I'ma get you back. Lawyer costs, set the family back. Some stats, how we gon' act? Niggas testify, how you gon' act? It's what they want, right? They want me locked in chains. It's what they want, right? They want me locked away. It's what they want, right? They want me locked in chains. It's what they want, right? They want me locked away. It's what they want, right? They want me locked in chains. What they want, right? They want me locked away. What they want, right? They want me locked in chains. What they want, right? They wanna lock my brain.
I don't want the whitewashed history. Christmas was a lie, Thanksgiving was a lie, Black Friday was a lie. That's when they had the slave master had the slaves on sale, and that's why it's called Black Friday. And look at us, what we doing? Lining up. What we doing? Same nigga.
Cigarettes, man, the vine. Ice-T. This killer gotta stop, you ain't hear it from me. You already know that the swag ain't free. Man, you driving fast and the know you bring you in. Sandra Bland never got seen again. What's worse, death or drive rotten in the bin? Systemic racism wins again. Oh no!
Why it feels this way? We gotta pray. Tell me why it feels this way? We gotta pray. Tell me
why. The liar gotta kill. The casket was open. The parents kept it real. Like Phil Castile, he was shot and killed. He was brutally slaughtered right in front of his daughter. And the NRA oughta do something, but they not. He's the wrong color. Why? Laws justify murder. Working on the fields, what that really taught us. The placement was real. Stripped of our families, couldn't read, and we might get killed. Knowledge is power. Reparations. The 13th Amendment keeps us on the plantation. Parole and probation. I ain't just waiting.
Why it feels this way? We gotta pray. Tell me why it feels this way?
I wanna know. Yeah. One day it changed, but I'm still waiting. Kill MLK.
Tell me why.
Black kings just man dead on the pavement. Malcolm X, you and Newton just assassinated. One that pacify our voices getting too loud. But they killing people, churches, schools, in the crowd. But we the thugs, did I get that right? Only for our wallet, did we get shot on sight? I don't know why. Brothers gotta die. I don't know why. Mothers gotta cry. I don't know why. Sisters gotta die. I don't know why. The fathers gotta cry. I don't know why. But we gotta try. Too many innocent children die. Jail is full and we all know why. The system is broken. Let's stop getting started. Hey.
Why we gotta die for our pride? Why we gotta die all the time?
Need to know. Like Brown, don't
Tell me
you?
why
Can't breathe. 11 times. Said it on his knees. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. Don't shoot me. Don't shoot my son. Don't shoot my daughter. Prayer goes out to all the families. Everybody affected by violence. Gotta stop. Gotta pray. Mother praying, y'all. Father's praying, y'all.
I want y'all to hear Black Woman. It's a poem that's strong, about my mother, about my grandmother, about my wife. And when I had to become a man in the house at 11 years old, I didn't have any excuses. I didn't have any, time to sit back. So I knew that, I was gonna be looked upon. I knew that, I wanted to be there for my family. I wanted, to accomplish great things, and that's when the goal set in.
Dear Black woman, you are my source of strength. You tell me when I leave the house, make sure you take the key, make it back to me. You know my pain and my scars so deep only you can see. At my lowest point, you was there for me. At the highest point, I rejoice in your presence. Shower you with love, you gave me the blessings. A king in your presence on the 12th day of the 12th month of the 12th year. Your admiration in your eyes speak to me. The windows of your soul tells me I need you, black man. I love you, black man. The world don't love you like I do, nor will it. She knows my voice and she feels it. Only you
know my insecurities. Only you witnessed my pain. My life changed when my mama told me daddy never coming home again. When MS took away his legs, a black woman took a stand. My mama, my honey, my wifey, my #1 fans. Who was there for me? A black woman. When you try to teach me how to be a man, I was looking in the wrong places. How the streets raised me. I woke up and looked up in the mirror, and a black woman said, "You are amazing. You made me. Love me, hug me, and thank me. I just a man, but I gotta figure out the plan and understand where Sandra Bland was never seen again. I need to know where Breonna Taylor killers gon' land. I need to make sure the cops going away and we'll never see them again. I wanna make sure Corrine Gaines get the justice, and I gotta say her name again. Corrine Gaines, black woman, I love you. I love you all. You are the greatest source of them all. I love you, black woman.
Tell you one thing my father said to me, ain't no white man gonna get credit for what I do. And that's something that stuck in my mind. God rest his soul. God rest his soul right now. So this man right here is my life, you know, Forever King. You know, that was one of the tracks where it was dedicated to him. When I was 4 years old, my dad, you know, got diagnosed with multiple sclerosis. So at 4 years old, I learned real quickly. By the time I was 10, his ability had deteriorated.
Swag ain't free. Swag ain't free. Swag AF.
Swag ain't free. Yeah. Swag ain't free. Swag ain't free. Hey.
Be easy, homes. I put my family on my back, that's a fact. That was my first tag. Mama made a way, yeah, that's a straight fact. When he left the house, he ain't never coming back. Doctor didn't have the answers, can you tell me that? Whole world fell right off track. That MS fucking whack. And right before daddy put Oxon Hill on the map, breaking records when there wasn't that many blacks. West Foster loved him once he got sick, and then he turned his back. And there's a long list, yeah, that's a fact. My father dream got put on the shelf. Do you know the feeling? It wasn't his fault. I know it had to kill him. January to December, I wish I could remember. I can't. When he used to walk, we always used to talk. I tell him about my life, I tell him about my dreams, I tell him about my loves, I tell him about my games. I wouldn't even look up in the stands. But everything he lost, I really think I gained. One thing about my father, he never ever complained. He didn't die with money, the richest man I knew. Tell you right now, you're looking down too.
Yeah. Daddy was a king, daddy was a king. They told him not me. But I knew I was a king. They tried to close the door on me. Now they see, they gon' wanna read about me. Swag ain't free, you can hear it from the king.
Mama praying on the knees, made it from nothing. How she get 3 degrees? Anybody would've lost everything. How she did it, man, she didn't tell me. Then I got lost all up in the streets. Hustler helped me eat, it turned me to a beast. No middleman, just work up in the streets. I got locked up and I came back home. I never served no time, I got Gordon on the phone. I had to get him on the phone quick, get him on the phone quick, get me home quick. Get me on, man, my babies ain't no shit.
Like a young Malcolm X.
Gun in my hand, I'm looking at the shade, sun blaring in. And yeah, I'm from the slave state of Maryland. And now I got accounts with Merrill Lynch. And even facing time, I ain't never snitch. But I made my mama cry, and now you know why. 2006, my daughter changed my life. She was so proud when I got that degree. She was the reason that I got up out the streets. Probably saved me.
Daddy was a king,
baby breathe.
Daddy was a king,
lucky me.
Swag ain't free.
Mama raised a king, 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 you hear from the king, mama raised a king. You hear it from the king, yeah. You hear it from the king, yeah. You hear it from the king, yeah.
2008, let me take you back before had to get straight. I was waiting tables, man, I just had to wait. Ain't want me to eat, try to take my plate, put me in my place. They was just fake, but you can't stop what I'm about to say. I had to do my thing, I'm the king today. And tell you how I did it my way. I never gone stray, I always bet on myself, I never forget. I took the harbor over, they'll never forget. That glass hotel, they'll never forget. They tried to go on my ass, I raised up that bitch. I went from asking for a job to owning that bitch. Now I own that motherfucking king of the harbor. Wanna fuck with me, man, don't even bother. That white on white Tesla, looking so clean.
So clean.
Forever king, forever king, forever king. Swag ain't free, mo. Forever king, forever king. Count me for days. They left me out. They wanted me to starve. I ain't going like that. Got kids to feed. Shit. What you think gon' happen? I'm undefeated, nigga. Suck my
Swag AF.
Since we met you people 500 years ago, look at us. We've given everything. You are still taking. It's true. I mean, where will the whole Western world be without Africa? Our cocoa, our timber, our gold, our diamonds, our platinum, our whatever. Everything you are is us. I am not saying it, it's a fact. And in return for all of this, what have we got? Nothing. Anti-personnel indoctrination against ourselves. If you go and cook your horrible diseases like AIDS, you say it is us. You brought us tuberculosis. We didn't have this big cough until white people came here. In exchange for Africa giving Europe 500 solid years of our people, I mean not Europe, the Western world, of our human beings to work your canes, to dig your gold, to take in gold itself, diamond, I mean you know, fish, peanuts, palm oil, everything. In exchange for that, we have got nothing. Nothing. And you know it. Nothing.
So like I said, man, for everybody who escaped the system, you know what I'm saying? I'm in Hawaii right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, thank God, you know, I lived the life I did. By the time I was 28 years old, I made my first million. I wanted my dad to see it before he passed. He got to see that. You know what I'm saying? So that's something that always inspired me, and it's like that urgency. So like I said, right now we need that urgency. Urgency is important. I always, you know, thrive when I had a fire lit under my ass. You know what I'm saying? Because I knew I didn't have a choice. So like I said, when you don't give yourself a choice, you're gonna succeed. Swag ain't free. Even though swag ain't free, you know, it was established last year, swag ain't free has been my calling card my whole life. When they didn't want to hear, nobody wanted to, you know, give me this, give me that. Guess what I told myself? I told myself I was going to do it. I told myself I'm going to have those standards. I'm a perfectionist. So I hope y'all enjoy this art. Hope y'all enjoy this life. This is for my kids. This is a history book. This is a history lesson. This is something that needs to see for hundreds of years. We weren't able to document history at a certain time. So when it gets revised, guess what happens to revision of history? Guess how it looks. Egyptians? Elizabeth Taylor is not no Cleopatra. Cleopatra was a black queen. And don't even let me start talking about Elvis. He not the king of rock and roll. He stole it. Jack Daniels. I could keep going on the list and list. A slave made Jack Daniels. Matter of fact, we gonna have to find him. I'm telling you, Black Twitter, we gonna look, Jack Daniels. Get it taken care of, get it handled. So like I said, at the end of the day, you know, it's manipulation. I'm patriotic. I love this country. But this country don't love me. So that's the big difference. I'm not anti-patriotic. I'm anti-hate. I'm anti-oppression. I'm anti-bigotry. I'm anti-slavery. I'm anti-civil rights. I'm anti-Jim Crow. Now, I'm for civil rights, but I'm anti-Jim Crow laws. So, like I say, even though those laws have changed, in 1991, Rodney King, what's changed since then? What's really changed? Sean Bell, what's really changed? Eric Garner, Sandra Bland, Breonna Taylor. Until they lock them up, I'm telling you, we don't need to stop this. All these major corporations are now going after the black dollar. 3.9 trillion with a T. Don't think your money not good. I'm telling you, it's all a trick. We do have money, but the dollar recycles so quickly out of our hands. So we gotta build up literacy. Swag ain't free. The Y Project. I'm turning this into financial literacy. They don't want. I got my own label. This swag ain't free. The record labels, come on now. At the end of the day, they don't want this to sell. You know what I'm saying? They want, kill a nigga, bop a nigga over the head shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what they want. So like I said, we gotta be smart. You know what I'm saying? We gotta understand how money works and how money grows. So I'm teaching my kids about interest. I'm teaching them about real estate. So yeah, I've been licensed in 3-4 different states. Real estate, has always been my background. But at the same time, I had this art, I had this passion, I had this fire burning inside of me. So, I feel as though, being almost a competitor of my nature, almost as an athletic, as a former athlete, a former football player, I just feel like I still take on that game day mentality. I still go in and practice. I still wake up before no one's up. I still go to sleep when everybody's asleep. I'm up 3-4 in the morning. I'm up working. While they sleeping, I'm working. So like I said, swag ain't free. It's about the hustle. You all know the brand. Y'all know what it is. And like I said, it's the lifestyle. America need to see this. The country need to see this. The world need to see this. They need to see this black man who takes care of his family, married to his wife, and have both of his children in his house. That's a blessing. So like I said, when we talk about the mental slavery, we talk about the effects of slavery, the household and the family. When they broke up the families, that was a way to divide them. When they broke up the father and sold the father to the mother and raped and pillaged the mother and sold her away, they knew what they could do. And then once they were born into slavery, guess what? They're always a slave. And even when slavery ended, guess what? People didn't even know. Worked for years. How much we gonna give away? Trillions of dollars. So yes, the Native Americans were slaughtered. This land was taken. We're in Hawaii. This land was also taken. So at the end of the day, we have a common denominator, and we got to understand what the facts are. If we're not okay with the facts, then that's one thing. But let's not throw other arguments in it. Let's not try to fuzzle and muddy the waters and act like kneeling was for the flag. That wasn't for the flag. Like I said, our family died and fought for this country. But then they didn't even have civil rights. Then they came home to no jobs, redlining. Black Wall Street bombed Tulsa, Central Park, areas of Central Park that was all black owned. They were all kicked out when Central Park was created. Now look at the Zillow, the appraisals of Central Park. Come on, man. Like I said, this has been happening. So now you go to Harlem, you go everywhere. Guess where they want to be? You go to Brooklyn, you go everywhere. It's gentrified, just like my city, D.C. Gentrified. I don't even recognize the city. We're a chocolate city. I mean, the memories. I mean, it was certain places where you had to be careful, but it was just one of those things where it was community, it was love, and now it's about the dollar. You know what I'm saying? I'm a capitalist. So at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, I learned a long time ago, don't get mad, get even. And the only way I can help and influence and impact my community and my people is having a reference point, and my life is an example. So like I said, I want the world to see this. Swag ain't free. That's the label. The Y Project. Like I said, this is something that we can teach. This is something that we can lend an ear in the future. This is something that we can be studying in colleges and understanding, the why behind it. But not just why it happened, but why we have to move in a different direction. And whatever we've been doing is not working. So now we got to address it, and these companies are going to support it. Let's see how far it go. We're going to hold it to them, and at the end of the day, swag ain't free. You already know swag ain't free. Yeah, that's the squad. Swag ain't free. Yeah, that's on God. Taxation without representation, my friends. That means you take, and try to break. We still waiting. We still waiting. Like Forrest Gump, just wait. Want our box of chocolates, just what? I'ma sit here and I'ma keep waiting until action happens. And eventually we're gonna stand. And eventually we're gonna rise. And eventually we're gonna continue to go where we need and have self-sufficiency, where we don't need to depend on anybody. My why? My life. My life is my art.